Hey guys, this is your boy, WWE Hall of Famer, Stevie Ray, and I'm going to be coming to Boss Up Houston with my new podcast, The Stevie Ray. So, if you don't want to miss what's really going on, holla at your boy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. This is your boy, Stevie Ray. And right now, you are a part of the Stevie Ray experience right here, Boss Up Houston Network, along with my man, Mr. Angel Corona. Angel, what is going on, brother?
Hey, Stevie Ray, man. It feels good to be back in the studio. Man, we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about, man.
But it's a beautiful day here in Houston, Texas. And,
yes.
And man, I'm looking forward to chopping it up one more time with my boy, Stevie Ray.
You know, we've had a slight hiatus because of a few things, but we're back. Never fear. We will be here. Even when things are dire, we will make sure when we get here, we will set things on fire.
There we go.
That is what we do, man.
And Vince McMahon can't write a better script than what you just said, Stevie Ray.
And you know, that come right off the top of my head. You know, I don't even have to practice stuff like this, man. It just comes off the top of my head.
Someone hire this guy, you know.
It just happens. When it's flowing, man.
Right, yeah.
But man, I got a bone to pick.
What's that?
We didn't get a chance to talk about this, did we? The NFL and the coaching searches.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it's running rampant. Left and right, everybody's getting a damn interview.
Now, we've got a lot of playoff football to talk about because we wasn't here last week. So we didn't talk about the opening rounds, which we want to talk about today, and we didn't talk about the coaching carousels that is going on as we speak. The coaching carousels, the buddies, the buddy clips, tips.
Yeah.
You know? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. What's with that?
It seems like if you have any NFL experience, you're going to be in line for at least an interview. You know, if you're in a group text message, you're probably going to get an interview.
Yeah.
So buddy
system, the good old boy system.
Right.
Let's just call it what it is, man. The good old dudes. Letting their buddies come in and get a ride.
Right. You rob the bank.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But we're going to have to chop it up about that, man. I mean, this has been going on too long, and I don't see it changing anytime soon, to be honest.
And a lot of it comes down from the Bill Belichick kind of proteges. Mm-hmm. Whoever's been in that system is probably going to get an interview. And now it's even leaking out to other coaches. But I think there's only one coach that's been signed as of recently, and that's the Bills' offensive coordinator. He's going to the Giants.
Yes.
Outside of that, I think you're going to start seeing the dominoes starting to fall.
Yeah.
Because once one person gets signed, then it's free pickings.
Now, the lack of diversity in the NFL. Now, I've been telling people this for years, but nobody wants to listen to me. Why, I don't know. I tell the truth. Everybody knows that. I tell it like it is. Straight shooting. It's an experience because I don't care about the heat. I don't care about the heat. Yeah, because I got broad shoulders, man. I can take it. But I'm going to just say it, man. Cully deserved, right here in Houston, Cully deserved another year after he kept this ship from sinking. Sinking. He stopped the ship from sinking, and then guess what?
And then he gets the axe. He gets the boot.
Then they make you walk the plank. They got a sword in his back.
Keep going. Is he walking on thin ice? He's jumping in the water, right?
Yeah. And it's that alligator sitting there waiting on him. And they're poking him in this right in his backside.
Yeah.
What's up on that, bro? Tell me.
Hey, there's alligators down there, Stevie Ray, but there's also $22 million hanging out by the alligators.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, man. A lot of people think that the money actually makes up
Right.
for the wrongdoing. It doesn't, because it sends a bad message. This is the thing people say. And I had this conversation with a couple of friends of mine a couple of weeks ago. And one of my friends was saying that, well, the stupid Texans, blah, 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 they gave that man blah, blah, blah. And I just had to correct him because he's totally illiterate to how things work in big-time sports. So I feel as though it's my job to—
Right. It's your duty.
Yes.
Educate them.
Yes. Tutelage.
Tutelage. That's right.
Tutelage. Expert tutelage at that. So I'm like, look, brother, you got to realize something. Coaches have agents. Agents negotiate contracts. At the end of the day, there's a scale between this and this, depending on experience, what you get as a head coach in the NFL, a big multi-billion-dollar company. And that money does not go against the salary cap. So if I want to pay you $1 zillion, if I got it, as a coach, I can do that. But Bill Cully, he's coming in as a head coach. Even if he gets the minimum, that's right around 5.5 a year. Maybe a little more with signing bonuses and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So when he said, oh, the Texans stupid, no, they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. The stupid people are the people that actually think they know what they're talking about when they don't know what they're talking about, which makes you stupidity. Yes. So don't feel bad for Cully on the money tip. Any coach gonna get that.
Right.
Now, if they get rid of you in 1 year, then you still owe them, because all the coaches' money, most of it is guaranteed. So Cully might have got his money, but he didn't get his just due.
Right, yeah.
That's what I got a problem with.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that kind of ties into that is, Cully's been working his entire career to have this opportunity. So, yeah, he's probably made, a good amount of money throughout the years, as an assistant and, working his way up the ranks. But I think it's more of a morale type of loss for him, because, you imagine you doing your job, working the Indies for 18 years, and you finally get the call up, and let's say, you have a good, decent year for a year, and then, hey, man, you got to go.
Yeah, back to Palookaville.
Back to the malls.
Yeah. I didn't like that, man. But, I don't expect anything less from the Houston Texans.
Let me ask you this about the Texans, because they had their second interview with Josh McCown.
I was getting to that.
Let me let you finish.
No. Go ahead and ask me. I was going to embark upon—
First of all, this guy couldn't make it as a quarterback, a backup quarterback in the NFL, A. And B, what kind of experience does this guy have? I get the NFL and a lot of these executives want to be young. They want to go younger and younger and younger to make the game more innovative and catch up with the game. But who the hell is Josh McCown?
I mean, this is the thing, though. You've never coached at the NFL level. You're coaching high school. Now, I can see if somebody wanted you for a college job.
Right.
High school to college to the pros. It seems like it used to be a natural progression that way. Now it's like junior high to the pros. What's going on here?
Coaching Pee Wee straight to—
But the African American contingency that have been great players and great coaches, like a D'Amico Ryan, who actually played here, who actually played for Houston, Rookie of the Year, 2006, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
After they had drafted and got the number one draft in the draft, what was his name? Mario Williams, who was supposed to be Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah. It was it was suspected that Reggie Bush was going to get that first overall pick, but Mario Williams came in and said, no, I'm better. And how did that work out?
And D'Amico Ryan said, no, I'm better. I'm Rookie of the Year. And now I'm this close, one step away from coaching my defense in the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl. And if anybody's ever seen those 49ers, I picked the 49ers to beat the Dallas Cowboys. I picked the 49ers to beat the Green Bay Packers. And nobody believed me. You know why? D'Amico Ryan's defense. They come at you from every single solitary different kind of way. And D'Amico Ryan's is just a few years older than the guys that's playing for him.
That's right.
So you want to talk about getting younger. You want to talk about bonding with these guys, knowing what these guys are going through at this age, because he's just a couple of years out of the league himself.
Yeah, and I think there's a respect factor.
Exactly.
You know, like if your defensive coordinator is D'Amico Ryans, the guy has a pedigree of work. You know, the guy probably knows what he's talking about. He's been there. He's experienced the ups. He's experienced the lows, and that goes back to my point. Josh McDaniels is he's had really no success.
McCown.
Yeah, McCown. I'd rather have D'Amico Ryans, as a gritty kind of defensive guy than an NFL quarterback that really didn't pan out much.
Well, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go so far as to say Josh McCown can't coach. I don't know if he can coach or not.
Right.
But what I'm saying is you got so many people that are qualified for these jobs that don't even get looked at.
Right.
And if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. And a lot of people don't get it when I say this. If you look at sports the way I do and you really pay attention to certain things, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And there's one statement I've always made, whether it be in public, whether it been on radio, whether it been on podcasting, it does not matter to me. I will say it. The NFL will never let their product turn into the NBA. Read between the tea leaves. They will never let their product turn into the NBA. And people out there that's got any common back sense, you know what I'm talking about. That is why we're having these conversations. That is why we see the things that we see. That is why you can see a person that's coaching kindergarten, Pop Warner, and the next day he's got a head coaching job in the NFL. Think about that. Think about that. But then a brother that's been out there on the hustle, somebody like Eric Bieniemy, that's been out there on the grind, coming up with such innovative ways to get the ball down the field. You can't even get a second tryout, look at, interview. Byron Leftwich. Who was that interviewing Byron? Was it the?
I think there's a couple of teams that interviewing Byron. The Jaguars are.
Yeah. But he said he couldn't work with the GM.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't work with the GM. So I commend Byron for that.
Yeah.
Hey, don't take what somebody giving you. Hey, go in there and demand something. But at the end of the day, the jobs are there. But like I said, the good old boy network, they want to keep things status quo. Yeah. Like Jerry Jones. None of my guys, none of my players they're gonna kneel. They're gonna stand up and salute the flag. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he said that he would cut them.
You're gonna get cut. That's what I do.
Have a job.
Yeah. Good old boy. But anyway, guys, I had to come out the gate with some of that. But what we're going to do is take a little short break here, and we will be back. This is the Stevie Ray Experience right here, Boss Up Houston Network.
Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up,
Stay up.
look up, stay up, and this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Want to be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Hello everyone, this is Judge Mike Engelhardt. I've been one of your elected trial court judges since 2008. I'm running for the First Court of Appeals in the 2022 election. If you can hear this ad, I'm asking for your vote in the March 1st, 2022 Democratic primary. I've been named Trial Judge of the Year, and I'm a board-certified lawyer. Please vote for me, Mike Engelhardt, to send a qualified, reasonable, and fair judge to the First Court of Appeals. That's me, Judge Mike Engelhardt, for the First Court of Appeals. Please register to vote and vote for Judge Mike Engelhardt for the First Court of Appeals. Thank you.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability. May not be available in your area. Speed claims based on combined upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 for Xfinity extension and cost per 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, and 1.2 gig cable services with uploads of 10, 15, and 35 megabits per second. Download max speed is 940 megabits per second for internet 1000. Speed vary, not guaranteed.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the Stevie Ray Experience right here, Boss Up Houston Network, and we were just chopping it up about a few things that I got a problem with that's going on in the NFL. But let's get down to those playoff games, man. Now, first one I want to talk about, Tampa Bay, L.A. What do you think?
Well, first off, the weekend itself was just incredible.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was just like super close games. And when this game was going on, the Rams were blowing them out. But I want to say, 20, 24, 23 points?
Yeah.
Something along those lines. And, I mean, if you look at the pace of the game, you realize, okay, this game, Brady's not coming back.
Right.
It's not happening. It always happens every single year, but not this year. And next thing you know, you look up, they're fumbling the ball left and right.
Three fumbles.
I mean, Sonny Michel.
And one, they snapped the ball over the
Cam Akers. I mean, they're all dropping the ball.
Cam Akers twice.
Yeah. And then you start.
One Cooper Cup.
Yeah.
One Cooper Cup and one snap over the quarterback's head that they got at the 50-yard line. All of those things together.
Just mistakes that are
gave
not,
them a chance to get back in the game.
And it's like, you've gone all year without making these many mistakes. And then in the most crucial game, you make all these mistakes. So you're thinking, oh, crap, Brady's going to come back. He's going to come back. And, man, if it wasn't for not that blown coverage, Stevie Ray, I mean, Cooper Kupp flew out of the backfield. I mean, this guy is incredible. And so he got in position to line up his kicker for a game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
And they really, really, really got bailed out. Because if they would have lost that game.
Well, the thing was the Rams, if you watch that game, the Rams were very aggressive all day. They knew Tampa Bay you guys can't play with us.
Right. Hit the
You
quarterback.
guys can't play with us. They knew that, and they imposed their will on Tampa Bay all day. And I've been telling people all year, Tampa Bay is not as good as people think they are. It's just the fact that Tom Brady throws the ball so much.
And quick.
He saved them in a lot of games. And once you stop that, he's not the same person.
Right.
And the Rams pretty much stopped it all day. You guys can't. They're not a 50-50 team. Tom Brady threw the ball more times this year, at least about 170 passes more than the next quarterback. So he almost threw the ball damn near every down. And then the running backs were pretty much hurt all year. And even when they win the game, it never did have balance unless they were the team was just inferior. But you could see the way they played in the first round against the the Philadelphia Eagles. These guys ain't that good.
No.
And the Eagles are trash offensively.
Right.
Trash.
Right.
They moved the ball in the first half on the scripted plays, but in the second half, they didn't move the ball very much. And Tom Brady got sacked a whole lot. And I'm like, okay, brother, if you're bringing this to the Rams, you're going to get killed. And they were up until the turnovers that put them back in the game. But if you look at the game for what it really was, the better team won.
Right.
And you guys, blown coverage or not, because that was a simple cover two. What the safety was looking at, I don't know. What the cornerback was looking for, I don't know. But you let Cooper Kupp catch two passes.
Yeah.
One to set the long one up, and it's like boom, boom. That's the thing about the Rams. They are very aggressive against defensive backs that I think Tampa Bay's defensive backs, they really thrive off of the pass rush. Mm-hmm. But you got to realize, y'all pass rush wasn't getting to the Rams today. For some reason, that offensive line held up, bro. Mm-hmm. Man. But anyway, Tom Brady thought he was going to get another heroic end, but them guys squashed it. They squashed it, man. I was like, wow, that's the way you shut somebody up.
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it.
Put them out royally. Don't wait to no overtime and then try to do this, that, and the other. Just go and put them out the misery right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Tom Brady then, real
Okay.
quick. Do you see him coming back? I see an exhausted, he's like you said, he threw the ball a ton of amounts. So I feel like he's very, very exhausted. I don't know if he wants to embrace that grind for one more year, especially if Tampa Bay can't get healthy.
Well, you got to realize something also. How many free agents do Tampa Bay have? 22.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't gonna be the same team next year.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Byron Leftwich is going to be back if he takes a job somewhere else. I don't see Tampa Bay being the same team. Like I said, the team that won the Super Bowl, I honestly believe, we've talked about this, the stars just lined up for them.
Yeah, everything is just.
And not only that, it was a COVID year. You didn't have people in the audience. Now, I honestly believe if Tampa Bay had to go on the road like they did this year 3 times, with crowds going crazy, as opposed to nobody in the crowd last year, I think we have a different whole story. And we saw that.
Yeah.
We saw that this year. And they had home games. That game the other day was at home. That game against Philly was at home. And the Rams came in and made them look like y'all ain't nothing, man.
Right.
Get out of here. I honestly thought it was going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, 1 turnover, that ain't bad. 1, 2, that ain't bad. 3?
It just kept happening, right? It wouldn't
4?
stop. It was like, stop the bleeding.
And every time they did something, like the one fumble on the goal line, that was...
Yeah, that one hit you right in the gut. I mean...
Going into halftime, you could have scored another touchdown.
Exactly. You couldn't even,
Oh, my goodness.
Not even a field goal.
And then the Cooper Kupp one, what was that, on the 30-yard line? Mm-hmm. Your own 30? Oh, my goodness. And the other kid, the other fumble, when Sue ripped it out of, was that Akers?
Yeah, Cam Akers.
Yeah, was that Cam Akers? Shipped that was right on the 30. So look where they got the ball at every time.
Yeah.
And then the one he snapped over his head, that one was like at the 50. So it was like, y'all trying to give the game away, man. Golly. But anyway, man, great game. If Brady comes back, he's coming back to an uphill battle.
Right.
I just honestly believe that. Between free agency and it's the money out there, and some of these guys are proving themselves to get big contracts somewhere else. Hey, don't be surprised if half of those guys are gone by next year.
Yeah, so, I mean that's going to be a tough challenge for him. I mean,
yeah,
that's one of those things where he has to sit there and talk about what he wants to do. But I've also heard he might sit out for a year and kind of maybe come back the following year. Just to see, because he doesn't want to be part of that rebuild phase.
Right.
He probably wants to be with the team. If it's not Tampa Bay, that's just in need of a quarterback to do what Brady can provide.
I know what he should do then.
What's that?
He should go back to New England for 1 year to end it out.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. The AFC is not very tough right now. They're not very tough right now. Kansas City, you're not in that division. You're still in there with the Jets.
And the Dolphins.
And the Dolphins. And, the Buffalo Bills are coming on now, but that ain't but one team.
Right.
But we'll see. The next game I want to talk about, Tennessee, when they took on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
I think somebody saw it coming.
I know you did.
I saw it.
But, if you're Tennessee, you're excited. You have your first-round bye. You work your entire season to get that first-round bye because anything can happen in the playoffs, and we see why. But, they got their workhorse back, Derrick Henry, and that didn't really do much.
Not at all, man.
I don't know if they saw Cincinnati as somewhat of a little brother or they just weren't prepared. But, man, Cincinnati has that dog mentality. Dog mentality that, hey, we're going to come after you. I don't care how you perceive us, but we're going to go after you and we're going to win this game.
You know what? The Derrick Henry factor, I think, actually
hurt them
slightly. Because your defense did all they could do.
Yeah.
They did all they could do. They sacked the man 9 times.
Right.
And that kid kept getting up, man.
Tough.
And he kept throwing that ball, bro. 3rd and 20. I got to make it. I got to get this first down. I mean, it was just like, and by the fact that Tennessee is not a passing team.
No.
And when Ryan Tannehill does not have that play-action pass, he is great off the play-action pass. I mean, I don't think there's anybody in the league better off play-action. But when he doesn't have the play-action, I think that's what got him that last interception. When Eli Apple made a great play. I can't take that play away from Eli Apple, though.
Right, yeah.
He made a great play. He held his position, didn't go for the fake, and he got his hand in there.
Yep.
People can put that on the quarterback, but
it's just a great play.
That was a great play.
Yeah, you can't take anything away from either guy.
I know it's an interception, but at the most inopportune time. But Eli Apple made a play. I went back and looked at it several times, and I was just anybody else I think would have gave the receiver just a little bit more space.
Yeah.
For some reason, Apple didn't at that most inopportune time, man, and that put him in position to win the game.
Yeah.
Put him in position to win the game, and more power to Cincinnati, man. Now we'll see what they do tomorrow. The next game I want to talk about. Well, we'll talk about this one after the break. We have 2 more to talk about. I want to get your opinions on this. Okay, we're going to go into a break. This is the Stevie Ray Experience right here at Boss Up Houston Network, and we will be right back.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social, in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl matchmaker, comedian Amber Neal, and today I am bringing you my brand new book, hot off the press, guys. I have so many copies of these. Please get one, okay? It is called How My Kitty Betrayed Me, and it's about the women's lib movement and how one thing they don't tell you is, yes, we want money, education, and rights like men, but one thing that the women's rights movement doesn't explain to you is how we're still women. We still attach. We release a chemical in our brain that attaches us to every single person we have sex with. It's called soul ties. And one thing I can tell you that will keep you from your God-given purpose, let your kitty betray you when you get distracted, okay? All I'm trying to say is, you know, we want all the same rights as men, but at the end of the day, picking your partner is the most important decision you'll ever make. And so I challenge you to get a copy of my book today so that you can learn from my mistakes that I made, thinking that, hey, if men can do it, so can we. But trust and believe, after being a single parent for 25 years, your kitty betrayed you, okay? Get your copy today, amberneal.com. Or more information, go to Amber Neal Show on Facebook. Get your copy. I'll be glad to autograph it and send it out to you today.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Hi, this is T. Foxy Wyckoff, and this is Let's Talk Business and Real Estate, where faith, hope, and determination comes alive. You can't talk business without talking real estate. Oh. Come follow me. The Lord will bless your barns, and He will bless your hands and everything you put them to do. The Lord will bless the property in which He's giving you. Tune in to Let's Talk Business and Real Estate on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on the Boss Up Houston Network.
Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again and we're chopping it up right here on Boss Up Houston Network. This is the Stevie Ray Experience. Now, a couple of more games.
Yes.
From last week. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. What a game.
Man, let me just ask you this, Stevie Ray, real quick. Is this the best, quote-unquote, greatest game you've ever seen live? Because a lot of these guys were saying this is the best game they've ever seen. I know for me, the best game I've ever seen live.
I can't think of one. I can't think of one better. It might be one out there, but I can't think of it right now. Not with this much on the line.
Right.
I've seen these kind of games when there is a tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Have you seen this kind of game when there is no tomorrow?
Right. Everything's on the line. I mean, you said it. Like, everything was, in the moment, right? Like, Patrick Mahomes went down the field, and then Allen went down the field, and then Mahomes went down the field. And there was so many scoring changes. There was so many high level. I mean, Gabriel Davis had a record day. The guy hasn't done much all year.
Right.
And then one day, they double Stephon Diggs. He has a monster game. Was it like 4 touchdowns?
Yeah, 4 touchdowns.
200 and something yards. Like,
unbelievable.
I mean, and you thought at the end of the game, and I'll get your perspective on this, when there's 13 seconds left on the clock.
I thought it was over.
I mean, everybody's celebrating. You see, they show the camera to Josh Allen's family, the suite, and they're hugging, they're high-fiving. They're probably booking their trip to wherever the hell they're going to go. Well, actually, they'd actually have to be.
Yeah, they'd come there.
They'd come there. But,
they're going to go nowhere.
They're thinking they won the game. And from my point of view, I would say to squib kick it. because the chances of someone squib kicking it, returning it for a touchdown is very, very low. And you want to kind of kill the clock. But they chose to just, kick it out of the end zone. Didn't think that Mahomes would actually run down the field with 13 seconds left, which is a long shot.
Right.
But he did.
Yeah.
And now it's like you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot with that theory of doing that.
The thing is, if you squib kick it, you're wondering what the ball's going to do and what they're going to do. You don't know if the guy is going to fair catch it.
Yeah.
You can just get the ball and still fair catch it.
Put your knee. Yeah, you're right.
Or somebody tried to get it and run with it to run some of the time off the clock. You don't know.
Right.
But if you kick the ball into the end zone, you already know what's going to happen.
You know what's going to be, correct.
And you are prepared for you think you are prepared. You should be prepared for what's going to happen when the ball goes to the 25-yard line. So I think that's how they was looking at it.
Yeah.
To be honest. Because when you squib kick, you only can prepare for what happens after you do it. If you kick it out the end zone, you already know what you got to do.
Yeah.
So I think, and if you look at it in that perspective, I think, and it's like, okay, he got 75 yards to go. No, we got him. No, we got him. But you didn't, man. That's the beauty of football. That's the beauty of football.
I mean, this game was just incredible. I mean, you can't write something better than this. Like, forget about the Super Bowl. I'll take Kansas City versus Buffalo, best out of 3 for 3 weeks straight, rather than the Super Bowl. Because, the game was just on the edge, and you couldn't believe some of the throws. You couldn't believe some of the catches. You see Tyreek Hill just running out of the end zone, showing the peace sign.
Right.
And
that's why the refs didn't call a penalty. Because even the refs said, well, the game's over anyway. Let's not penalize it.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that's what they were thinking. Well, the game's over anyway. We usually get you for that, Tyreek. You can't put up the peace sign.
We'll get you next time. We'll get you next year.
Yeah. And then it was like, oh, no, the game's still going on. Oh, man, we should have got him. You know what I'm saying? We could have got him on the kickoff, the next kickoff, 15-yard penalty. But I'm glad they didn't throw a flag because that kind of stuff, man, just kind of bars me over when I see ticky-tack, like when Tom Brady got hit in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Then he wants to get mad. Hit me in the mouth.
I'm convinced Tom Brady bit his lip on purpose. Just so he could show some blood and show that he wasn't wrong.
That wasn't intentional.
Right.
In essence, it wasn't flagrant. It was an accident. His helmet hit him here and slid up. Tom Brady should hold your head up a little higher. You won't get hit in the schmaz. Back in the day, they could hit you in the schmaz and nobody even cared. Now you're crying, hit him out. Shut up, sucker. Get out there and throw the ball. That's what I'm talking about, man. Get out of here, man.
Let me ask you about the overtime aspect.
Okay.
It hasn't been brought up in a while, but
I've had a lot of conversations about it.
We're hearing rumbles about changing the way the overtime is officiated, changing the setup of it. But I like that. I like that atmosphere. I like that type of format. What's your thought on overtime? Should they change it or should they leave it like that?
This is my opinion. And Ray Dog tells all,
That's right.
knows all. I know what would satisfy this whole thing. Telling you right now, listen to me. I think the rules should be changed. But only for the Super Bowl.
I like that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only for the Super Bowl. You know why?
What's that?
Because there is no tomorrow.
Correct.
Not only for the loser and the winner, there is no tomorrow. Not like in the playoff where you move on to the next round. In the Super Bowl, it's over after today.
Mm-hmm.
So in the Super Bowl, if it goes into sudden death, you flip the coin. There is no kickoff. There is no kickoff. So you don't get a chance to run it all the way back for a touchdown. Unless, well, we'll get to that. If you move the ball 75 yards for a touchdown, the game's not over. If you move the ball 75 yards for a field goal, the game still continues. If the other team gets the ball, moved down for a touchdown, game is over.
Gotcha.
Just like what we have now. But if the team moves the ball, who gets the ball first, moves it down to 75 yards for a touchdown, the other team has a chance to get the ball. And if you stop them, the game is over. It's over. Now, if they go down and score a touchdown, now all bets are off.
First to score.
Game's over. So at least you got a chance to touch the ball once in the Super Bowl. That's the only time. There's no tomorrow. Everybody landed on the line.
Yeah.
So we can't have that stuff in the paper the next day that, Patrick Mahomes didn't get a chance to get the ball in the second half because the other team went down and scored.
Yeah.
Or whoever it may be, or whoever the quarterback may be. He didn't get a chance to touch the ball. That's how it would be in the Super Bowl. Everything else, leave it exactly the way it is.
I like the way that format is because there's no excuses.
None.
You're going to leave it all out on the line. Your defense is going to get an opportunity to make a big play. My defense is going to get an opportunity. My quarterback, your quarterback, we're all going to have the same opportunity. So.
And you got to go for it on every down.
Yeah, everything comes fourth down.
Ain't no need of punting.
Right.
Punters, y'all day is over. Kickers, y'all day is over. You see what I'm saying? Because a kick can't help you and a punt can't help you right now.
Right, yeah.
You got to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
And you got to go for it on 4 downs to do it. And if they stop you in those 4 downs, the middle of the field or whatever, game is over. That would be exciting. And I should get credit. I'm tired of people stealing everything that I do. Everything that I say, everything that I come up with, people steal it from me. I'm tired of it.
Stevie Ray, Roger Goodell, if you're hearing this, give the man a couple $1 million for giving you the best idea you've ever been, up to in the last, how many years has he been in office? Too many.
I don't know.
Too
been
many.
there for a minute.
Yeah.
Got stole about $250 million.
Exactly. Throw a couple million
on
our
his
way.
way to $1 billion.
But honestly, that's a really good idea.
Think about that.
And if you're a coach, you go the whole season preparing this way for overtime, but if you do make it, because you get 2 weeks off, right?
Right.
The Pro Bowl. So you can do like a day or two of that preparation in case it does happen. So there's no excuses.
And you got a lot of people that you can run fresh on defenses.
Yeah.
Some of your in and out guys. You know what I'm saying? They're
Special
fresher.
team guys, yeah.
They're fresher now, because it's 2 weeks off, preparing, so on and so forth. You laid it on the line, but you got this one last chance. The team scored. Now it's up to our offense to get out there and score.
Yeah.
If they don't score, you can't say, he never got a chance to touch the ball. Can't say it. You got a chance, and we stop you, which means we beat you.
We're better
regardless
than you.
what happened in
Right.
60 minutes. We beat you. But people still come up with, if he hadn't did this and he hadn't did this. If you hadn't woke up that morning and got on the microphone, we wouldn't be hearing your bull crap. So just let it be. You got a chance. Isn't that the argument?
Yeah.
The argument is
everybody should touch the ball.
your boy with the Buffalo Bills didn't get a chance.
Right.
Josh Allen. That's what everybody was saying. Josh Allen didn't get a chance to touch the ball. Well, in my theory, Josh Allen, you make it to the Super Bowl, then you get a chance. If you don't make it to the Super Bowl, then you didn't deserve a chance.
We'll call it the Stevie Ray format.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That is sudden.
You'll go out there with the coin toss. The referee, you push the referee out of the way. Get the hell out of the way. What do you know? You officiate the coin toss, and you're on the sidelines just watching.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. And I think, then, like I say, now it's tied up. You scored 7. I scored 7. We look at each other. Now it's time for sudden death.
Right. First one to score.
There it is. You know what you got to do.
Yeah. Pretty simple. I mean,
It is.
there's no complications to that rule. It's just straightforward.
But only in the Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
Because we can't have people doing this every week. You know what I'm saying? We get like the Lions and the Steelers, they go to a time. We can't have that. That game should have been stopped by default.
They both should have got losses.
That was beyond sanity, man. But hey, man, we're going to take one last break. But we got we got 2 games to talk about.
Yeah.
But we're going to take one last break, and then we're going to come back with the Angel Report.
Let's do it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take one last break. This is Boss Up Houston Network, Stevie Ray Experience. Right back at you.
Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up. Look up, stay up, and this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Wanna be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Hello everyone, this is Judge Mike Englehart. I've been one of your elected trial court judges since 2008. I'm running for the First Court of Appeals in the 2022 election. If you can hear this ad, I'm asking for your vote in the March 1st, 2022 Democratic primary. I've been named Trial Judge of the Year, and I'm a board-certified lawyer. Please vote for me, Mike Englehart, to send a qualified, reasonable, and fair judge to the First Court of Appeals. That's me, Judge Mike Englehart, for the First Court of Appeals. Please register to vote and vote for Judge Mike Englehart for the First Court of Appeals. Thank you.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability. May not be available in your area. Speed change based on combined upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 for Xfinity selection and cost per 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, 1.2 gig cable services with uploads of 10, 20, and 35 megabits per second. Download max speed is 940 megabits per second for internet 1000. Speed vary, not guaranteed.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the Stevie Ray Experience, right here, Boss Up Houston Network. Angel, we didn't get a chance to talk about Green Bay, the 49ers. That was a tough game.
That was just a back and forth,
And I think everybody wanted Aaron Rodgers to go. They wanted Aaron Rodgers gone, man. The guy that got so much heat this year with everything that's going down with him, man. How do you feel about that?
Man,
game?
everybody's blaming Aaron Rodgers as if it's his fault.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, like, the guy's, put up probably MVP numbers.
Yeah.
All year. And he's allowed to have at least one mediocre game. But in actuality, I mean, there was a lot of factors that went into why Green Bay didn't win.
Right.
So I don't see the heat that Aaron Rodgers gets, but it goes back to that first round bye. Tennessee, Green Bay, they worked their tails off to get that first round bye, and anything can happen any single week. And now the 49ers are looking more primed than ever.
Especially when the teams are so close together.
Exactly.
That bye don't mean nothing no
Right.
more these days. It don't mean nothing, man, because all these teams are so close together. You're not, heads and shoulders above someone else, especially when you got a team like the 49ers that are hungry as hell and got a defense that's all over the place. Aaron Rodgers got the same thing anybody else would have got that day in those conditions. What you got was an octopus coming towards you on every single solitary play.
Get smacked around.
And you can't ask a quarterback. I mean, what they want him to do? My running back, Dylan, got knocked out the game.
Right.
Mr. Big Wheels, 49 to put a lick on him, didn't have to see him no more. Where you going, big dog? So
going to the medical tent.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to laugh at nobody,
Yeah,
but the 49ers came to play, man.
Yeah, they were smacking everybody around.
I mean, but it was there at the end, 10-10.
Yeah.
People forget about special teams.
Yeah, that's a very impactful team right there.
They blocked a field goal and they blocked a punt. You think they do that by luck, osmosis? You got to work on that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
And they were ready, and they went out there, and I got to give it to the 49ers. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, and your boy Jimmy G came up, when they needed him.
They needed Jimmy. He walked him down the field, bro.
Right, yeah. Decided to play towards the end.
But before we get into the last two games from tomorrow, let's go into the Angel Report. What's on the docket, man?
Yeah, man, we got some things going on. There's actually a leakage of news from the Washington football team. They're going to unveil their quote unquote team name come in February. Well, there's some leakage saying that they're actually going to be the Washington Commanders. What you thought about that, man?
You know something? I read that.
The Washington Commanders.
I think that's like the most lame name.
Isn't that a name on one of those football movies with like Keanu Reeves? The Replacements?
You might be
something
right.
like that. The Commanders?
I thought they would pick a Native American name, but something more in a positive light.
Right, yeah.
Like the Washington Geronimos.
Yeah, or the Washington Apaches, or something cool.
Yeah, the Cherokees.
Something, yeah.
The
Commanders.
Choctaws.
Well, I mean, I guess it could be worse. It could be the Washington Capitals.
What about the Washington Senators?
Now that's a joke. Let's touch a little bit of baseball, Stevie Ray. They had the Hall of Fame induction this past week in the voting.
Right.
And two big names were left off for the final ballot. And one of them, I know you like dearly, Mr. Barry Bonds.
Yes.
And Roger Clemens will not be in the Hall of Fame.
Unbelievable, man.
And this is the kicker for me, Stevie Ray. I get the whole Barry Bonds, why they don't want him in, but they introduced
Big Papi.
Big Papi, who's had failed
Who's been caught.
Who's had failed PED tests.
Yes.
So I don't get it.
Well,
I think Barry Bonds is a crucial part of the game.
I'm going to be honest with you.
He should be celebrated.
I'm going to be honest with you. This whole thing with Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens is not about steroids. It's not about PEDs. Let's just get it out there. Let's get out. Apparently people that are in cahoots to keep these two guys out is not because of something like that. It's because some certain people that's got power over them with a pen don't like them.
Exactly.
It's that simple. Let's not try to put it on. Because I know personally, okay, people that are in the Hall of Fame that I know personally that have been on PEDs.
Right.
I ain't gonna call no names or nothing like that because frankly, PEDs ain't never made nobody great unless you're doing an individual sport worst performance like swimming, like running, things of that nature where that's body performance speeds up, things of that nature. But a baseball, that's hand-to-eye coordination because I'm like this, and pitching a baseball and striking people out, that is a skill. You cannot get it through a bottle.
Right. It's like painting.
Yes.
You got to put the ball in a precise location.
Right.
No PED is going to.
No PED has ever helped nobody hit a baseball. If that's the case, everybody would have 75 home runs.
Right. Get the biggest, baddest bodybuilder and let him give him a bat.
I mean, get the biggest, baddest baseball player. This is the thing. A guy like Barry Bonds is a super athlete. Mm-hmm. God only makes a few super athletes. Whereas if I don't want to be a base hit guy anymore, I want to be a home run guy. I can transform myself into that. Seriously.
Yeah.
With all these billion-dollar sports management places they got now, you can't put somebody in there and do all these performance things to make you better, and you still can't hit 50 home runs? Then what you going to it for?
Right. If you're not trying to be the best, what the hell are you doing?
What I'm saying is, to do those kind of feats, it don't come in a bottle. Those kind of feats are man-made. It's called God-given. So stop being a hypocrite. Stop hiding behind this layer of hypocrisy. Just tell it like it is. I don't like him, and I don't like Roger Clemens because they both of them spit in my face. That's what it's about. And I can't stand people that try to make it into something else. Like one guy out of 25,000 used performance in that, yet he never flunked a drug test.
Right.
Shut up. That's why I don't watch baseball like I used to. I said years ago, I would never, because of how they crucified Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, they put baseball back on the map.
That's right, yeah.
Made me start back watching it. Then they crucify these guys like Jesus Christ up on a cross. Held them to another level, but everybody else benefited from it and made millions and millions and millions of dollars. But you crucify me. So baseball, y'all can have it, man. You're not what you live up to be, and that's very good for you to do that because it really show kids what professional sports is really about. But anyway, man.
Yeah, last one, Stevie Ray. Canelo Alvarez is going to have a big choice coming up, so we're going to get some fight announcements here pretty soon. He has in one bucket, he has one fight deal to face Jamal Charlo.
I know.
And then the other bucket, he has a 2-fight deal to fight, Dimitri Bivol, and a trilogy fight with Triple G. So, I mean, what bucket should he take?
Charlo.
Charlo, that's
personally.
Yeah.
Personally, Charlo. But I don't think he will. I think he'd take the trilogy with Triple G.
I think if the money's right, he'll take Charlo. He's going to want a lot more money for that 1-fight deal opposed to that 2-fight deal. But we're going to have an announcement here pretty soon.
Hope so.
And I'm excited. It's going to be in Cinco de Mayo weekend, I'm sure. And I hope it's our boy Jamal Charlo.
Well, I think we should get Ronnie on the phone.
Yeah.
And see if he can give us a little 411.
That's right.
Which I know he won't. I know he won't, but we can try to get it out of him, force it out of him.
Yeah, we'll try our best. But that's it for the Angel Report, Stevie Ray.
Well, AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game this weekend. Kansas City, Cincinnati, 49ers, Rams. Who you got?
Man, I got money on the Rams, man. I think they have a lot of more firepower. They have a lot of firepower. I know 49ers defense is really well, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to come down to who can make the bigger, better plays, and I see the Rams doing that. And as far as the AFC, I mean, you can't go wrong with Kansas City. I feel like they've proven themselves after this win that they have with Buffalo. They're on an all-time high, and I see them just executing every single play that they do.
Well, those would be my picks also, but I got an upset.
You got the Bengals or the 49ers?
I got the Bengals and the 49ers. I'm going with the underdogs this week because I think the underdogs are a little bit more hungrier. Hungrier. Now, Patrick Mahomes is going into his 4th AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
4.
He's getting used to it.
Yeah, like every year. He's showing up with his brother doing TikTok videos. Have you seen that?
Yeah, man.
His brother looks stupid, man.
And someone needs to tell him, hey, chill out and shut up.
You know, he's at the games on the side. Yeah. What are you doing, man? Your brother's playing. Hey, man, only Patrick Mahomes must come from I don't know. His dad was a professional baseball player.
I guess his younger brother didn't get all the good genes.
Not at all.
he got the silly ones.
Yeah, he got the crazy ones. But anyway, those are my 2 picks, and we're going to leave it at that. Another great show. This is the Stevie Ray Experience. Right here at Boss Up Houston Network. We will be back next week.
Peace.
Out. Hey guys, this is your boy, WWE Hall of Famer Stevie Ray, and I'm going to be coming to Boss Up Houston with my new podcast, The Stevie Ray Show. If you don't want to miss what's really going on, holla at your boy.